So, good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Alajin Inid, and now let's discuss the persecution pillar of criminal justice system. So, what is persecution pillar and criminal justice system? It is mean a criminal action, and it is citing to charge a person in a crime. It is used to designate the government as a party to the proceeding in a criminal action. And when deciding to charge a person with a crime, it is referred to as the process by which formal criminal charges are brought against a person accused of committing a crime. On the other hand, prosecution pillar has the power to decide what case to file, who to implicate in a case. It has a task to investigate and prosecute all the criminal offenses. Prosecution pillar has a principle to mandate to conduct speedy and efficient investigation and prosecution of the criminal cases, and it is mandated to maintain and uphold the rule of law through the effective and expeditious delivery of prosecutorial services. And prosecution pillar has the power to function. First, evaluate police finding and complaints filed directly individuals, which means individual person, which means they need to have knowledge. You need to have knowledge in criminal crimes. For example, private citizens who are victims and have a knowledge on of the crimes, and file corresponding information or criminals compliance in the proper court of the basis of their evaluation of the proof at hand. And 3, prosecute the allied offenders in courts or the people of the Philippines. Function of the prosecutor pillar. The prosecutor under the NPS are the prosecution arm Philippine government and are mandated to uphold the rules of law and component of the criminal justice system. NPS is under the supervision and control of the Secretary of Justice and composed of the following: the prosecution staff in the office of the Secretary of Justice, the regional state prosecutor's office, the provincial and city prosecutor's office. And prosecution staff has the following function and duty: to conduct the investigation and prosecution of crimes, reviews appeals and petitions for recommendation from the resolution of provincial and city prosecutor and other prosecuting officers. And they are also investigate the administrative charges against prosecutors and other prosecution officers. And also they are prepares legal opinions and queries involving violations of revised penal code and special penal laws. On the regional state prosecutors, they are coordinates and oversees the performance and activities of the provincial and city prosecutors' office in the region. And the provincial and city prosecutors is in charge of the investigation and prosecution of the penal laws and ordinances with their respective jurisdiction. And there are the process of prosecution pillar. First, prosecution. It is an inquiry or proceeding for the purpose of determining if a crime was cognizable by the RTC has been committed and determined of the accused if it is probably guilty and should be held for trial. Naturally, the preliminary investigation, discovering who may reasonably charged with crime, except to the accused is lawfully arrested without warrant, no complaint or information for an offense cognizable by the RTC, and shall be filed without a preliminary investigation having been first conducted. And RTC shall be filed without, and the investigating prosecutor finds cause to hold the respondent for trial. The fiscal prepares the resolution and corresponding information. When within 5 days, the prosecutor forward the records for the cases of the provincial city and prosecutor's office. And function of the prosecution pillar. First method, the screening is restricted to when there is doubt the conviction can be obtained. Second method is adopted when the accused intends to do something to right or wrong in accordance with the rule of law. Attached agency of the OG and preliminary investigation. First, Bureau of Immigration or National Bureau of Investigation (NBI), Bureau of Correction or BUCOR, Parole and Probation Administration, Presidential Commission on Good Government, Public Attorney's Office, Land Registration Authority, Office of the Government Cooperate Council, Office of the Solicitor General, Commission on the Settlement of Land Problems. Prosecution. Also, a preliminary investigation also has a problem. As a working prosecution pillar has its own share of flaws and problems. Some predicaments have been pointed out to it. For example, absence of prescribed guideline and sufficient information on the organization. Like if they go investigate, then lack of information. The function, system, and procedure of the NPS. Incompetence of the procedures due to lack of continuing legal education. And that's the reason why preliminary investigation need to be studied on criminal justice system. Thank you. Hope you have understand.